Hello everyone and welcome back to 4 Kilobyte Shorts Let's Play of Kerbal Space Program with the Realz, aka Permadeath, because we can't hear anything. Okay, so last time on the Realz, we crashed a probe into the moon and we orbited the moon, which is really great. What's really odd is they've decided to go ahead and jump that up like you wouldn't believe. I don't know why they chose this, but we have crashed a moon, right? Which we did. Yay, go us. Mission Moho Flyby. Who the hell decides to fly to Moho this early in the space program? Who? What kind of psycho thought that was a good idea? The plus side about this is, well, let's go ahead and just read it. So, great job done. Now it's time to look a little bit further away. I figured Minmus, right? No, Moho. They decided to give Moho a visit, so just get captured in Moho SOI with a periapsis of 150 kilometers plus or minus 5K and have these two sensors aboard: GravMax negative gravioli detector and double C accelerometer. For every extra sensor they will pay 2500K, so of course we have to have all four sensors, which is just pointless. But anyway, so we get 150,000 kilos, which is great. And because I was nervous about this particular mission, I will cop to saying I did create a test flight in another profile, and I found a fatal flaw with my design. Mostly I cheaped out and went with one solar panel right on the top, and in my last, I actually made it to Moho pretty cheaply, honestly, but in my last ditch effort, or my last little run where I needed to adjust, where I was captured by Moho SOI, I had no power. And I was at just such an angle where I would never get power, ever, no matter what. So, whoops. So because of that, we're going to make this next one better. So we have 326,778 kilos. The rocket I'm intending to build will cost roughly 70,000, which will be almost half of what we're going to get paid, but that's okay. While we build, however, I did want to talk to you guys about something, and we're going to just go ahead and build another shroom-ish thing. And the reason we're going to build another shroom-ish thing is because this one's going to be a little bit more expensive for safety purposes, and it doesn't need a bunch of parts because it won't be coming back. So we'll go ahead and put that together. Very cheap, very simple, very easy, but, you know, it's what I do. Anyway, so as I was saying, I wanted to talk to you guys about the new video format. I wanted to ask your guys' opinion. And now I know all of you who watch Kerbal Space Program will be like, yes, hour-long videos is the shiz. Please make more. Make 2-hour-long videos. Make 4-hour-long videos. Stream Kerbal Space Program 24 hours a day. Don't sleep. Don't eat. Don't do nothing else. I applaud your enthusiasm, but I cringe at your misguidance. Hour-long videos for KSP are fine. That's not bad. It's my other videos, the ones you guys probably don't watch very much, and I'm actually more curious about, and the format itself and the amount of times I upload are the things I'm really curious about. So I really want to know your guys' opinion about how the format's been going. I ask mostly. No, I'm not going to go with that. I ask mostly because recently I've noticed that by the time my videos get off the front page, they have slightly less views than normal. Even Kerbal Space Program is much farther down the list of views than I would normally like, or normally be used to. And I'm wondering if it's because the videos are too long. By the way, we're adding these solar panels for the purposes of sun spotting. Just in case anyone was wondering, we're actually going to make this thing a little bit more expensive with these solar panels, which are 300 kilos a piece versus the standard 100 kilos. So they're a little bit more expensive kilo-wise, but I think it'll save our butt in the end. Anyway, so as I was saying, I'm curious if the new video format is troublesome, if it's not entertaining, if it's if there's too much is really what I'm going for, because I know that some people make 15-minute long videos and people are like, more, and I'll make half-hour long videos and people say the same thing. They're like, more. And that's great. I love making more. I play, like I said, I play all the time, and every time I play, I record, and every time I record, I upload, so you guys have everything I do in most of my games. Very few exceptions. Most of those exceptions come if a game crashes, if a video is lost, or alternatively, if the game is unable to record. I think I already said that, actually. If I'm unable to record the game, or if the recording is impossible to do, or something bad happens, that kind of thing, that's when I'll usually not record a video with you guys. Very rarely. Like, I never play Kerbal Space Program without recording something. I'll play and create a build, which will take me like 2 or 3 hours to do. But then after that, I'll show you guys the build I made. So, you know, I never leave you guys out for any length of time. Oh, by the way, we got the protractor mod. I grabbed it really quick so that we could use it on this. And now I think about it, we're going to have to, like, adjust these a little bit so that they work a little bit better in tandem. And there you go. Wow, this thing's all probular. Look at it, it's a probilicious. I wonder if I could just honestly just kind of like that, and then take the and just kind of. There you go. I like that. That's better. That actually looks pretty probular. It really does. Anyway. So yeah, I really want your guys' opinion. I know you guys, like I said, the guys, especially you guys who watch my KSP videos, will be like, record only KSP all the time, 24 hours a day. And I know, I get it. I get it. I do. But, no. Another reason I don't record KSP 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, blah, 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 is because, I actually record most of my games in one session. Like, I'll do, like, you'll see a session that's like 3 hours long. That's actually a 3-hour-long study of me playing a game, and then I'll upload them over the course of a week. With KSP, I actually like to record it live. So the day I record it is the day I upload it. So you guys are getting this today, actually. Should be today. If not today, then tonight, into tomorrow, just so you know. So you guys get this stuff. You guys get KSP more live than any other game I play. But because of that, I really am interested in your guys' opinion on the recordings. Oh, by the way, we are going with a nuclear rocket, just so you know. Nuclear rocket for fuel consumption, because we're going to be consumptioning a lot of fuel. Yeah, like I said, I already built one of these, so I kind of know what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm really curious about what you guys, what your opinions are. Is that right? That should be LV... Yeah, LVN. Oh, by the way, I noticed this when I was building this last time. LVN, leavin, lol. Yeah, I said lol. So yeah, and I'm gonna repeat myself again. I really am interested in your guys' opinion about non-KSP videos, the lengths, the speed of which I upload, especially the speed at which I upload on the weekends. If you guys hadn't noticed already, I tend to flood you during the weekends. I usually do one full cycle of videos. That's 6 videos on the weekend. Whether that be all on Saturday or like 3 on Saturday and like 2 on Sunday, or it will be different for your time zone. By the way, my Saturday, my Sunday is probably 1 day behind for the UK guys, so for you it'll be Sunday, Monday. And so because of that, yeah, I'm really super curious about you guys' opinion. Please, please, please throw it in the comments. Also remember Twitter. I am on Twitter, and I can't stream videos and stuff without you guys watching. I did a stream the other day when I was supposed to be recording KSP, and oh yeah, that's the other thing. The reason why is because it was extremely hot. We had like a heat wave, and it was extremely hot, and it actually got to the point where my brain was on fire. Trying to think about how to build a ship and fly it into space was insanity. So what I did instead is I cranked on a fan, which is another reason I don't like to record when it's hot, is because I have to have like airflow. Right now it's cold enough. Finally, it's cold enough to where I can. Cool enough, it's not even anywhere near cold, but it's cool enough where I can actually record without a fan on, without burning alive. But anyway, so I cranked on Twitch, and I threw on Magicka of all things. Yeah, because I solo Magicka for fun on Twitch, and that lasted about 2 hours, and then I crashed out and was like, yeah, I'm done. So anyway, yeah, please, if you would kindly, or could kindly, follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Facebook as well, but I don't update anything there. The only updates you'll get there are video updates from YouTube, which just say this is what I've uploaded today, but they are there if you have Facebook or whatever. I don't like Facebook. I don't like their policies, so I actually am violating a policy by having a channel there anyway, because I'm not using my real name. So you guys can go ahead and turn me in if you don't like that. By the way, we are building the asparagus system. You are watching me build the asparagus system right now, and just so you know, this is live. That's why I'm all stuttery and weird, because this is indeed live that you're watching this right here. There you go. So this is going to be our rocket. This should, for all intents and purposes, get us to the Mars. When we're out on the launch pad, I am going to have to fast forward time to get the best injection angle. But since we won't have to be doing any docking for this, that won't take me very long at all. Probably just a couple of minutes. But once we get the injection angle going, we will get our Mojave butts out to Moho, or our butts out to Moho. And we're just going to do a quick flyby. Like they said they don't want anything spectacular. They just want a quick flyby. And really the biggest difference between this rocket and the test build I made, and I know there's nothing wrong with building a test build. NASA builds small models. People build small models, model rockets. They build wind tunnel tests. They even launch medium-sized rockets to see how they fare and do maths with. So with the Realz, I have no problem doing that. And since Kerbal Space Program doesn't have a miniature budget, we just did it off the record. we paid some guy to do it in his garage. That's what we're going to talk about. So, with our stages and everything else, we're actually pretty hefty. I think this stage right here. Yeah, I think this stage right here will get us into orbit and partially out of orbit. Like, it'll actually push us out of orbit a little bit, and then the nuclear rocket will take over from there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our total. So we pushed it over the limit, so we were up to about 2,000 extra kilos. So we're about 71,649 kilo cost, which is roughly half of what we're going to get out of this entire mission. But it will unlock the next mission, and we'll boost our money up a little bit, which is wonderful. So yeah, this is the last time I'm gonna say it, but once again, please tell me what you think of the new format with 1 hour long videos for both KSP and non-KSP videos. Also tell me what you think about my upload speed and upload schedule. It's hard for me to maintain a schedule. I can't say KSP will be on Tuesday and will be on Wednesday and will be on Thursday, because that's just it's not feasible for my particular schedule. I have to upload what I can when I can. So but I will also tell you guys, if you can follow me on Twitter, please do, because the first vote for the next game is coming up very quickly here, very quickly indeed, and so we're going to have our first vote there. So I will see you guys on the launch pad when we have an intercept with Moho that we can launch to, and then we're going to go ahead and launch, and from there we're going to head out to Moho. So I'll see you guys out there on the launch pad. Woohoo! Alright everybody, I was able to fast forward time to where Moho is in a very good position for us, which actually really awesome about that. It only took like about a week Kerbin time, about 7 or 8 days passed I think. So that was really epic. Nothing really to say here. I think everything's lined up, everything's in good order, I'm hoping. First stage yes, second stage yes. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we're in good order, so let's go ahead and launch and we'll get ourselves into orbit and then we can burn our way to Moho. And away we go. Now, I did want to mention that a few of my last videos, and I really don't like talking about other games while I'm playing a game, but like I said, hard to announce to everybody when there's only one place you can announce, and that's in your videos. But I wanted to mention that the audio issues in my last few videos will be corrected in the future. I do apologize for the quality of the audio and the quality of some of the recordings, especially like the first couple episodes of Aliens Colonial Marines. That was just horrible. For those of you who watched the first two and then like said, oh my god, this is horrible, screw it, everything after the first two has been corrected, I promise. Yeah, and my audio issues in things like Tokyo Jungle have been corrected as well, or should be corrected. I will absolutely force myself to test prior to recording. I just get so excited and so happy about recording my next video that I'm like, who cares, the audio should be fine, and then I realize too late. And when I mean too late, I mean like after 3 hours of video, that I've been talking into a microphone that's been spiking out and redlining horribly. So I've hopefully corrected all that, especially here in KSP and other games. Something I'll just have to fix in the future. So, yeah, that's really it for announcements, I think. We are getting up into orbit, so this is going to be a little bit of boring time. So I'm going to go ahead and cut here, now that we've gone through stage 1. And I will see you guys when we get up into the sky place so we can get to Moho's. Yeah, I'll see you there. Alrighty everybody, here we are in orbit. I have set us up a burn that doesn't cost a lot of fuel on this end, but I think may cost us a ton of fuel on the other end. But that is something we will just have to cope with when we get there, I suppose. Luckily we have our solar panels, which will help us immensely when it comes to keeping power on our boat. Power on our little ship. Oh yeah, look at that. Keeping us powered. Of course, it doesn't help my driving very much at all. And look, very nicely. Look. Whoa. Okay, yeah, there you go. Alright, so we got 22 minutes till our burn. I don't know how long this burn's going to take. Probably more than 22 minutes. It says 2 minutes, 2 minutes 5 seconds, but you know, you can never really trust this thing. Oh, there goes our power units. Okay, we're going to start losing power very quickly, but we should come to the other side of Kerbin before it becomes an issue. One would hope. Very much. Yes. Okay. The only problem with burning so low into the atmosphere, and I'm actually really nervous about that, is we're at 100 by 105, which is nice, but if you burn really low into the atmosphere, you can cause, I mean, you're basically trying to smash into Kerbin. You're coming down on top of Kerbin at high speed. Hopefully this is right. If it's not, we're going to burn a little late, but we will cope with that how we cope with everything else. By crying like little girls and tearing at our hair. Okay, I'm going to start burning here-ish, I think, and see how long this takes. Let's see. Okay, that says 2 minutes 3 seconds, so we're good for that. So let's just go ahead and finish this one. We'll be at like what, 106, I think. Now my biggest problem with this whole thing is I had like 7 encounters with the moon, and that was my biggest issue really. Is I like, for whatever reason, just like Ike makes it difficult to get your hands on Duna, the moon, for whatever reason, makes it difficult to get your hands on Moho and Eve, and I don't know why that is. It must just be the bad luck of the phase angle on this particular one, but no matter which way I decided to go to try to burn towards Moho, I ended up hitting the moon. And according to the game, it wasn't that bad of a hit. It was basically just a skim. But you know how the game predicts those kind of things, and what like starts out as a skim turns out to be flinging you off into deep space after, you know, one turn. So I was like, nope, not gonna try that. So I waited a little while longer, got closer to 360 degrees, even though we're not exactly on. 360 or 0 would have been more efficient, but I'm not really worried about efficiency right now, as I was able to get a good burn. And again, we're not really doing much other than flying by. That's all we're doing, we're just flying by. So as long as I can get us out there with enough fuel to do a flyby, and if you look at our vessel information here, we have 3,000 Delta V left, which is 3 minutes of burn, which is nice. And our little vessel is very light, and this engine is very efficient, so it should be more than enough to get us where we need to go, as long as we have power. So let's go ahead and finish up this burn here really quick. Yeah, I know. Oh, there's the moon. Hello, moon. We were there once. We smashed into you. Why we would suddenly decide to fly all the way to Moho is beyond me. I wonder if the developer thought, and this is just my opinion, but I wonder if the developer thought, well, up till now it's been kind of boring. Let's do something crazy. And so they're like, let's fly to Moho, which is like one of the hardest damn things to do. Mind you, I've done it only once. We barely even made it into orbit, and that was after trashing a hitchhiker. And my defense, I think the hitchhiker was too heavy to take the trip to begin with, but that was just me being kind of dumb. So, we are actually going to fly by Moho. We're not landing on Moho, nor is the goal to crash into Moho. You know what I realized? Are we actually meeting our goals? Oh, good, we're meeting our goals. I completely forgot to check to see if we're meeting our goals, but apparently so far we are. So body, Moho, Kerbin, yeah, we're on Kerbin, and then it wants a periapsis. See, the max periapsis, anything above that is fine. Max apoapsis, anything below that's fine. And then this is the number we're looking for. So altitude versus periapsis is basically what we're going for. Do not deselect mission. We just want to close that. Alright, so we have done our gig. We have done our thing. We should be facing close to the sun. Let's go ahead and turn our solar panels into the solar waves. Yay! And then we'll speed up time, and we'll just take a quick look at everything as it flies by, because this of course in the Realz is the first time we'll have anything at all going outside the moon's orbit. You gotta remember that. I know that we've been all the way to Joule and we've done all that stuff before, but that was just regular going. This is like important going. This is like Voyager type stuff. That's not what I called it, by the way. This is actually called the oddball. And that's mostly because of the orbit it's going to be in. It's going to end up in a very, very, very eccentric orbit if it doesn't end up smashing into something. Where is the moon, by the way? Yeah, we should come actually pretty close to the moon. We were actually very close to an encounter before. I don't know how close to the moon close is, honestly, but we actually came pretty damn close, so. Let's go ahead and see how close we come. Not super close, but there it is. There's a moon. We've now crossed the threshold of the moon. Yay, we are the furthest thing out ever in the Realz. Minmus would be around. I'm sorry for making you guys seasick, but Minmus should be ish. Oh, look. Look, there goes home. There goes home in the moon. Yay, bye-bye home. Bye-bye moon. Oh, okay, now we're in the real space. Okay. So from here, we're going to go to our map, because, you know, map is important. We haven't actually hit the grid yet. As soon as we do, this should be our... Right now it's at 4 million. Don't know what that's actually going to be like once we hit the grid, but it should be at 4 million. Or is it at 4 million? No, we're on the grid. Alright, so that's going to be our next burn. That's going to be 4 days, 13 hours, 58 minutes. So I'll see you guys in 4 days, 12 hours, and some odd minutes, maybe? Or, yeah, I'll see you guys when we get closer, because right now just flying there is awesome and Voyager-esque as this is. Right now the oddball really doesn't have much to do. So I'll see you guys when we get there. Hopefully. Oh, wow, really? 10,237.8 meters per second? That's no good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. Something that's horrible. That's terrible. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to fix this. I don't know how, but I'm gonna have to fix that. So, eek. I'll see you guys after the break, and hopefully we'll have this repaired. Oh dear God. All right, everybody, we are back. Due to my incompetence, we're starting to burn a little late. My bad. But luckily for us, I was able to correct the issue. Turns out the issue was that my old burn node, which I'm so used to MechJep closing automatically, was still active. So in order to burn out of Kerbin and then do my burn, I would have had to have burned 10,000 units of Delta V. Luckily, we didn't have to do that. So we're about 5 minutes late on our burn. Hopefully that won't be too big of an issue. I'm going to keep an eye on this closest approach, and I'm just going to burn where this thing tells me to, even though it's wrong. An adjusted burn got us to 2 million meters, and so I'm going to kind of try to aim for that. Right now, of course, we're at 400, 300 and some odd meters. We have enough Delta V to pull this burn off, plus a few adjustments. We are absolutely going to have to do a few adjustments in order to get our flyby to work properly, but that is okay. Flybys are interesting to me. Now, I know what we do them here in the real life, like versus the Realz, because it's easier to fly by an object than it is to just... Wait. Anyway, it's easier to fly by an object than it is to try to get into orbit around it. Absolutely, smart thinking. Also, if you do it properly, you can fly next to an object, or very close to an object, build up speed, and fling yourself out to another object, where you can then repurpose the same ship to do readings on a different object. And you can, according to Scott Manley, of course, if you're good at it, you can do that almost indefinitely, or at least for a very long time on very little fuel, which is a great thing, and a wonderful part of physics, really. Okay, we're not worried about inclination so much, but it's nice that it's on there. 6, 5, okay, 3, 2, 1. Alright, 924 kilometers, that's just inside the 1 million meter mark. I like that. I don't want to adjust it from here. Adjustments from here, even just tapping my RCS thruster will probably be enough to completely trash that. We're going to quick save, and just so you know, so far, and I knock on wood or my head or whatever part of whatever you have nearby, we haven't actually had to reload a vessel yet. I mean, we had to restart a ship flight, yes, but we've never had to actually reload a vessel. And once again, that was one of the things I was going to cover in the Realz, is whether or not we should reload or redo vessels, like hit reload, and I think it'd be cheating. Honestly, I think that would be cheating to crash a vessel, blow up a vessel, kill a Kerbin, and hit reload. Even if it was a mistake on my part, that's part of the Realz, right? So that's going to be a thing, I think, is no reloading. I'm going to still quick save because it's habit, so you guys are going to see that thing pop up there, but know that if a vessel's in space, I have not reloaded it. I even thought about it this time when I overshot our burn a little bit, and then when I thought about it, I was like, you know what, I'm not even going to cheat that little bit. We're going to burn because I screwed up. You know, I fell asleep at the console. That's what happens, man. You get tired. You don't have enough coffee. You got Gene yelling at you in the corner, being like, "Man, do your thing," and you're like, "Oh, dude, okay, whatever." And then you wander off, and you come back, and you're like, "Crap, I missed my burn time." And that's just the way it goes. So let's go ahead, and we're gonna go back to the map and kill this encounter. We don't need, or kill this burn. We don't need it anymore. We have a wonderful encounter at 924,000 meters. It's not what we require, but it gets us close enough with Delta V of 1,485 meters per second. That's a whole minute worth of burn time. Perfect. So let's go ahead and zoom, zoom, zoom. Now this is going to be a map unmap thing as always, you guys, because if we fly past Moho, that's bad. Just, you know, just so you guys know. Let me lock on. Thank you. Speaking of which, zoom in. I'll try to keep it short. Whoa, that was very close. That was very, 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 very close. Yeah, you have to be super careful with things like Moho and whatnot because you think you're coming in slow because you're way out there, and then you come in and you're like, bzz, gone. 2 seconds, you're like, what just happened, man? I don't understand. Well, what just happened is you screwed up. Alright, so let's go bloop. We should get captured. Perfect, look at that, wonderful capture. I don't think we'll have enough Delta V. I'm going to check, because I know you guys are going to ask me to. I'm going to check and see what our Delta V requirements for a complete stop is. Yeah, not going to happen. 3,000 Delta V just to come into orbit. That's not what our requirements were. Of course, if we could have done that, I would have. Well, no, actually, we can't do that, is it? Because our maximum apoapsis can't be any higher than -1. So even if I'd done that, it would have been a fail on our part. So good to know. Let's go ahead and do that. We want it to be a quick flyby. I do not know how this is going to change our orbit. Probably very horribly. Wow, 404? What's the Delta V on this thing? Where are we at? 110 is too far. It was, let's double check our numbers so I don't screw this up. Max periapsis is 155, max altitude is 155, min is 145. Okay, so between 155 and 145, we can do that, right? Ish. Maybe. Oh, great. There's going to be one of those things, isn't it? Oh, there's 145.6. Can we get 149? 149, I like that one. 149 is good. We just can't screw up the burn. Alright, so this will actually tell us, should tell us, oh, we're in orbit around Joule. Or around Moho. Well, if we're around orbit, we can actually turn off the protractor now, and we can go to surface information, right? There we go, that's what I'm looking for. And rendezvous? Yeah, that's not good. Apparently rendezvous isn't going to work. Orbit. Ah, here it is. Orbit's what I'm looking for. Okay, there we go. There we go. So we have our burn time here, which we can do now. We don't have to wait the 5 minutes. Any amount of burn time will work for us, so we will do that now, just to get it out of the way. Let's go ahead and just... Alright. And we'll watch our millions of meters per second burn away like fat cells at an exercise gym. I don't know. Do fat cells actually burn away, or do they melt away? I don't know. There's so many different terms for fat, like, going away. It really doesn't go away. It's just burned up as energy. Ooh, little nuclear furnaces. There we go. Although that doesn't really conjure up a good image of exercising, does it? I would be terrible at marketing for exercising. I really would. Alright, we don't want our periapsis to be more than -1, although I don't think we're going to have to worry about that anytime soon. Alright, so we're at 300, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, okay, 1, 8. Oh. I'm losing control of my ship a little bit while I'm trying to track the number up there. There you go. Alright, just gotta keep it steady. And done, right? Max altitude. Well, we'll cross the max altitude zone on the way in. Alright, everybody, I have a bit of a confession to make. I was very, very busy talking during this whole process. We were coming into Moho. We were doing our thing. We were just chatting, going, yay, whatever, hey, yeah. I was thanking all the modders. And by the way, thank you all the modders. And I'm going to leave it at that this time. Basically what happened is we flew into Moho, which by the way was a totally epic thing, and we're going to do it again, except I'm going to do it right this time. I'm going to zoom way out so you can't see my little boat. Little pixel there on the horizon. We're going to come in like kind of slow and watch the eclipse happen. But yeah, I was doing all that, and we passed right over our mark. Yeah, got our mark perfectly. I don't know how much of the video I had to cut in order to get this back, but basically we are in orbit. Not orbit. What's the word I'm looking for? We set the goal properly is what I'm going for. The problem is that I was so busy jacking my jaw, jabbering. Anyway, point being, I was talking, and I overshot our marker. We hit 150,000 meters with the max altitude, which was perfect. Then we overshot, and I couldn't finish the mission, and I was very upset about that. So I'm going to go ahead and say for now that this is the first, last, and only time I will... Yeah, see, now I can finish the mission, but if I overshoot, I can't. So we're going to finish the mission. Alright, mission is finished. Yay! Mission is finished. We got our money, 420,929 Kyros. Alright. So, what I was saying before is, like I said, I'm not sure how much of the video I had to cut, and I do apologize. What I was saying before is that I'm not going to reload. I was talking about how if a Kerbal dies, if we crash a spaceship, if we screw up an orbit, if we fly off into deep space because I messed something up, that I wasn't going to reload. Problem with that is while I was saying that, we overshot our mark for finishing the mission. Everything went perfectly. We just overshot our mark for finishing the mission, and I reloaded. You guys can go ahead and cry foul if you want, and I say that because I'm very proud of the idea of the Realz. I really am. I'm actually very happy about the Realz. My only problem with it is the fact that this does not autocomplete. So if you have 2 seconds to hit the button and you miss, you're out and you have to start all over again, and I don't like that. If there was an autocomplete, wouldn't have been a problem. If it was like, hey, you made your mark, autocomplete mission, wouldn't have been an issue. The only problem is that it doesn't have an autocomplete, and I missed it by like half a second, and that's just really annoying to me. So I'm going to tell you guys again, even though I'm kind of being a hypocrite here, I will not be reloading if we screw something up. Now, pilot error, missed trajectory, running out of fuel, running out of oxygen, things that could affect a normal flight, that I won't be reloading. I won't be like, oh, well, I don't like the way that turned out, reload. But when I was busy talking and I missed clicking a button to finish a mission and nothing else went wrong, that's different. So I guess you can say that would be the only time that I reload, but it's one of those things. I am definitely going to not be reloading in the Realz anymore. I feel really crappy that I'm in the middle of talking, being like, I'm not going to reload, and then suddenly, bam, I have to reload. I thought about relaunching the ship, but the flight went perfectly. It really did. We were able to fly right past Moho, just like it wanted us to. We got right down into the 150-kilometer mark, which is just perfect for Moho, just doing our flyby. And just because I was jabbing and not paying attention, the mission flopped, and if I had done something wrong, like ran out of fuel or ran out of power or something like that, yeah, but this was actually just a button press for a mod. So once again, now that we're actually in the safe zone, I would like to thank all the modders out there, and I love this little guy. It actually looks so cool. And while we're here, let me Alt-L, I think, yeah. Actually, let's do this, and I'll do this while I'm talking about the modders. So I would like to thank all the modders for all their hard work and everything, which is what I was doing when I completely screwed up the first time. And along with that, I would also like to thank all of you again for watching, because it's you guys that make the videos. I would have no reason to make the videos if you guys weren't, you know, just back there doing your thing. I don't even think we have that much Delta V. Oh, we do. How much Delta V can we do? We're just gonna like go out as far as we can, I think is what we're gonna do. There you go. Not very far, but it crosses Kerbal orbit, so we're cool with that. But anyway, yeah, so I wanted to thank all the modders out there, and I wanted to thank all you watchers, and just, you know, thank all you guys for hanging out and doing the thing and being cool and whatever else. We're also, what I'm doing here is I was going to ditch the engine, but I decided not to. And what we're doing is, now that we've actually finished the mission, I'm going to just use the remaining fuel to do a speed burn around the sun, I guess. And we're going to see, basically it's just going to become a solar orbiter, I think, is what this is. And like I said, I don't remember, I don't know how long I was recording when I had to cut, and I do apologize for that. But if I didn't mention it already, the name of this little guy is called the Oddball, because he's going to have a very odd orbit, and I knew that when we started. This whole thing just like completely makes me feel all screwed up. It really does. Because I swear, it's just like, oh, we're not going to do this, and we're not going to do that, and then I did, and I'm like, I did say, though, that well, that's the other thing I said, is I'm not going to cancel spaceships. I'm not going to reload, by the way, anymore, I guess. I'm going to pay more attention to the ship, is what I'm really going to do from now on. Or at least the mission button. I'm not going to cancel anything except debris, and the reason we're going to cancel debris is because debris is hazardous to the Kerbal game as a whole. The more debris you have, the more unstable it becomes, and debris is not pretty. If we lose a Kerbal in space, if we lose a a module if we lose a ship, if something gets stranded. It's just going to be out there. That's how it's going to be. Just debris is one of those things that I am actually going to clear off the screen, just to keep a clean house, really is what it's all about, and just for programming purposes. But apart from that, we're not going to be, I'm saying it again, being a hypocrite, we're not going to be reloading, we're not going to be going, oops, I didn't like the way that orbit turned out, oops, I didn't like the way that ship turned out. It's going to be like our first flight with Jeb, where the initial screw up, and by the way, here we go. So now we have a solar orbiter. It's just going to kind of monitor the sun, I guess. Yeah, so from now on, like I said, we're not going to be reloading. I really do apologize. I feel really hypocritical saying that after just reloading a couple seconds ago, but there's no way around it. I am a scumbag. But that'll be the last and the only time that I will be reloading here in the Realz. That was something I hadn't solidified before, but it is something I wanted to solidify for you guys now. No reloading, no saving Kerbals, no saving spaceships, no saving money. A screw up is a screw up is a screw up. Except in the rare occasion, and it's not going to happen again, where I miss pressing a button that gives me a 2-second gap to do it. That's all. And for the designer, maker, modder of Mission Controller, thank you, thank you, thank you. But if you could do that, like have an autocomplete, that would be great. I'd love you forever. I could pay less attention. I do love this little guy, though. Doesn't he look like he should be orbiting the sun? He really should. He really does. So the oddball is out here, doing his thing. And I guess we should head back inside the Kerbal Space Center, Kerbal Space Command, whichever, and do our thing. So we'll do our next thing. So I will see you guys inside after I get this bad taste out of my mouth. So I'll see you there. Alright, everybody. Here we are back inside. Bad taste is still there, but I'm coping. Ugh. It's like, there's no way around it. I even thought about, like, re-recording that whole section and acting like nothing happened. But you guys deserve the truth. That's right. Transparency, man. Transparency. So you're gonna get it. You get the truth. One reload. That's it. And anybody who wants to cry foul and be like, I'm not watching you ever again, KB. You're terrible. You're liars. It's not the Realz. Well, okay. But, hey, there's other stuff on here. Alright, so it looks like our next mission is a Duna flyby, so now I really have to pay attention, don't I? Oh my god, what have we done? They were so excited that they asked for more, and now they want Duna. So, like the last time, just get captured in Duna SOI with a periapsis of 150, and have the same 2 sensors aboard, Gravmax negative gravioli detector, and the double C accelerometer, and like the last time, they pay extra for every additional sensor. Yay! So it's another 150,000 Kyros. They want us to go to Duna. Duna takes about 4,000-ish to get there. I know, because that's what the hitchhiker was for. Select mission. Close. Well, I guess if we wanted to, it's basically the same mission aimed at a different planet, isn't it? So I guess if we wanted to, we could go do the oddball again, and yeah, because Duna inclination is not nearly as bad as Moho's inclination, is it? So that gives us a lot more delta V. Going out though versus coming in, that might be an issue. Well, if nothing else, I guess we could just do the oddball too. I mean, there's absolutely no change between the rockets, right? It's another 71,000 Kyros, and we can just take this one up and do our thing. So that would actually be pretty beastie. It would also give us the ability to do this mission and then possibly whatever the next mission is. It'll also give me a chance to regain your guys' confidence and my honor by actually completing a mission correctly this time, right? Right? Yeah, I thought so. Alright, so this looks like it'll be enough. It worked last time. I don't see why it wouldn't work this time. From orbit, we have 4,000 units of delta V. The best thing I could do other than that would be to tear all this away and just add a bigger fuel tank, but then this wouldn't be able to get us into orbit like it should. So would that even be a smart idea? I mean, would adding this be a help or a hurt? That's the question. Just a quarter fuel tank just because? I mean, we made it to Moho without a problem, but see, now I'm nervous. You guys can hear it, can't you? I'm like nervous about doing this thing. Um, Honestly, I think it's more of a hurt than a help. I really do. And I think we're going to go with this again. So I think we're just going to go with the oddball 2. I will see you guys out on the launch pad, and if we waste 71,000 Kyros on a failed attempt, we will do it again, just like I said. So I'll see you guys out there. Alright everyone, out on the launch pad. I just noticed this. Apparently, the protractor has the ability to toggle between estimated time and angle, which is great, I guess, depending, because apparently we just overshot by 0.15 degrees, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and launch like we normally do, and we'll see how this goes, because I've actually never used this particular one. So this actually should be 2 hours 12 minutes in Kerbal time. Well, in real time, it's real time. You know, real time is Kerbal time, but yeah, it should be 2 hours and 12 minutes. And because of that, we're just going to go ahead and get ourselves up into orbit as quick as possible. And then from there, we are going to go out to Duna. Hopefully, just a quick flyby, nothing special, and hopefully, if we're lucky, we won't hit Ike. Oy. So I will see you guys when we get up into orbit. So I will see you there. Alright everybody, we are in orbit, and you know what? I forgot how easy it was to get to Duna. It's been so long since we've gotten to Duna. I show up here, right, thinking, oh my god, we're going to need so much Delta V. And by the way, I am opening our solar panels. Going to need so much Delta V. We get up here, and 1,350.1, and we're getting a 6,000 kilometers. Anyway, 6 million meter encounter with Duna straight off. Boom. Done. I forgot how easy it was to hit Duna. By the gods. So it's going to take us 31 minutes to get to our burn point. It says it's going to take 1 minute 43 seconds to burn. We're going to have so much Delta V. I think after we do the passover, we may even try to get into an orbit with Duna. Who knows, right? I mean, we can finish the mission and then repurpose. That's what we can do with these wonderful little guys. We can repurpose our ships. So we're going to go ahead and get our power back. I do like that timer, though. That timer is actually pretty beastie. It's not that far off, honestly. It's not perfect either. It's actually a little bit backwards on both ends, but because it says 1 hour and 47 minutes, when honestly this burn, I don't know, the other burn might have been more efficient because it says Delta V is 1037, but honestly, I like this burn. This burn's good. This is an okay burn. We're okay with it. Alright, let's see. So at 1 minute 43, it means we need to burn how many on this side? Like 80 seconds or so? Well, so it'll be like 50 some on seconds, like say 55-ish, 50-ish. 50 and 50 is a minute and 40. Yeah, so yeah, there we go. Done. That should be perfect. Alright, so we've just started our burn. Let's go ahead and back up our engine so we can see that bright light burning our eyes. We're burning right into the we're burning straight because apparently Duna's on an exact same inclination as Kerbin, which I guess is lucky. I don't know what Mars's inclination is to Earth, actually. I wonder if it is very similar. If it is, it's weird. I have my own paranoid theories about where the universe comes from, but I know, being as philosophical as I am, and seeing patterns and things like I do, because that's what, you know, you do, is you eventually see patterns in things, and they're fun to look for. But if you look at our solar system, if I were to build a solar system, like if I were to put things in place, I'd be like, yeah, okay, this goes here, and this goes here, this goes here. And then if I were to build a solar system in order to make people want to explore, like, out into the solar system, I'd do weird things, like give them 1 moon, but then give another planet like 3 or 4. Or I'd give them 1 planet with life and a bunch of other planets with weird crap, like gas giants and a bunch of moon. Did I just miss it? Crap, did I just miss it? I think I did. Oh, yeah, that was a different encounter. Oh, that's pretty cool. I actually hit it over there. Weird. I wonder if we should do that instead. Let me see. We're just going to go ahead and do this as a test because we have the time. Not a lot, but we have enough time to actually do this and see if we can get closer. Because if we can get a closer approach over there, that's... What the hell? Oh, wow, I didn't even know that was there. Yeah, if we can get a closer approach on the other side, we'll just go ahead and do that. We'll scrub this part of the mission and just redo it. So map screen time, I know guys, I promised, but this is a different series, so haha. No, I'm joking, I wouldn't do that to you guys. Alright. Really? Wow, really? We can get an encounter way over there like that? How close can we get it? 148 million meters? 77? 60? 43? 19, okay. Oh, lost it again. So we can get an encounter of roughly 39 million meters on the other side. Where exactly is that encounter at? Because if we can adjust along the way, we'll just do that and we won't even worry about this encounter. Not that I've wasted a little bit of delta V doing it. There it is. Wow, really? And our encounter is 90 days, 4 hours, and we'd escape in 90 days, 12 hours. And that's at 30 million meters versus 6. Wonder if we should just do that and adjust. Yeah, we'll take the chance. I know this is an expensive thing to do, but we'll take the chance, I think, because it's a cheaper burn. And yeah, we'll just do that. Okay, we'll give that a shot, I think is what we're going to... damn it. What we're going to do with that is we're actually going to go ahead and give that a shot and just encounter it on the other side. Ooh, look at it. It's going to do our orbit, though. Isn't that cool? Alright, so this is a classic orbit, actually, for us. Let's just go ahead and just warp out. We're just going to go zoom. And we'll fix it along the way if we have to. Bye-bye, Kerbin. It's not as special the second time around. No offense to the little guy. Alright. Let's just go ahead and just go out until we reach our flip point. And as soon as we reach our flip point, we should be able to check our distances. Yes. Let's actually go faster than that because we're not even outside the moon yet. Well, maybe we are now. Now we are. Okay. Now that should give us what we're looking for. Map, please. Oh, that's not the map button. Map, please, would be better if I hit the map button. Come here. Come here, son. Thank you. Be in my light. Alright. So, if I were to say, for instance, burn what, right here, you think? At the node? That's where we always like to burn. We always like to burn at the node. If we, like so, burn up a little bit. And then what? Speed up or slow down? Not sure how that's working or why it's not working. Oh, I know why it's not working, because that's our second... No, that's our primary orbit. No, that's... Oh my god, our secondary and primary orbit are the same. Please don't tell me that's going to be a thing. I think it's going to be a thing. Yeah, second and primary orbit are exactly the same. It's going to be a thing. It's not going to let me do the node on the blue one. It's going to make me do... Oh, nope, no, not the purple. The blue. Oh, such a tight fit. There. I think I got it. Is that it? Yeah. Alright, that's it. Sorry guys, I know lots of map screen stuff, but you get to see how I do all this, because I really have nothing else to show for my own abilities right now. Not really, I do. I could show all sorts of stuff, but this is working for me. 32 or 20. Can I get closer than that? How high are we? Actually, we're pretty dang close. No, don't close. No. Okay, there's that. Oh. Where'd it go? That's too high. Bring it back down. Alright, and then, whoop, I think that was about it. What's that now? 3 million! I like that one. Okay, so that burn, 3 million is good. 3 million can be adjusted. And look at that, 7.3 is all it's going to take to move 27 million meters. That's all it's going to take. And that burn's going to come in 34 days, so we should do that really quick. We will go ahead and do that. And hopefully I don't overshoot this time like I did last time a bunch of times. Alright. So 34 days, and I'll let you guys watch this time. We're just going to do a continuous run because I'm an idiot and I like losing power when I shouldn't be. Yeah, let's just make sure we're pointed at the sun. Super, super duper important. Alright. That's like, everything makes me paranoid now with the Realz, man, because I'm just like, can't reload! Can't reload, not again. Shouldn't have reloaded the first time. I know, shut up, KB. It's like the only video I'm going to mention it in, but I'm going to mention it a lot. Because that is what I do. Alright, we'll slow down and just make sure we're still pointed at the sun. Super important. Always good to make those little micro adjustments every once in a while. Actually, I should have just kept turning so that way we turned across the sun, but I'm a silly goose like that. Alright. 2, 1, 16 hours. And turn again. There we go. Alright. One hour. Not a whole lot of minutes. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and 3 minutes. Hey, look at that. I'm actually getting better at this when I'm not screwing it up. 2, 1. So I go real time times 5. 3, 2, 1. If I had RCS thrusters, this would be like RCS thruster time right here. Actually, it's not so bad. Look at that. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Whoop, started going back up. So, 3.6 million meters. I think for our purposes that will be fine for now. That also changed our orbit just a little bit. We may readjust along the way, but I don't see why we should. So it's now time to head over to Duna. Okay, so let's go. Once again, one of those things we have to pay very close attention, so we are going to the map screen. I do apologize again, everybody. I know. Shut up, KB. I'm just in one of those moods, you know? I'm doing everything I should be doing, and yet somehow I feel like I'm screwing it up. Most likely because I keep feeling like I'm not even on the right planet. Okay. So there we go. And we'll come in on Duna. And Duna will be our friend forever. Nope. I just want the oddball, that's all. Let me focus on my boat. Focus on the boat! Maybe if you're going slower? Okay, he's going slower. If he's going slower, it's fine. My mouse is going all weird. Alright, so there's our periapsis, I think, or apoapsis, or one of the abscisses. Alright. Now, of course, we do have the option if we wanted to. We're pretty far out, and I've never really done this before, but we do have the option of doing this, where we can see where we're going to come in. So it looks like we're going to come in dead on the side like that. And if we were to, like, say, add a maneuver in 1 hour, 41 minutes, what would that do to our periapsis? 2 million. Keep going. 1 million. 1.9, excuse me, 1.8. 2 again. So we do that. What, up? Whoop. I have no idea what that does. 499. 499 is good. Alright, we will start with that. Let's see. Do we have a... We don't actually have a rendezvous yet, do we? So we will still be doing it this way. Ooh, micromanagement. Micromanagement. Yeah, that's another thing I guess you guys should tell me about. If you... I know a lot of you are like, show more map screen. Map screen's fine. I don't like it. I honestly don't. But this show is a little bit for you guys. A little bit less for me, a little bit more for you. And for that reason, if you guys are like me, I don't want to do a continuous uncut run, because there are like 5 and 6 minute intervals where I could be doing so much other stuff, and I'd like to get more like meat into the video. And I would like to do just like more than just one mission at a time, if that makes any sense. So I wouldn't want to do like one mission that shows every single boring thing simply because it's, you know, there. I wonder if we can get a little bit closer, since we're burning in this area anyway. Let's see. Okay, they wanted 155, right? How about 151? Does that work? Max periapsis. Why are you being angry at me, game? Max apoapsis. Oh, because we're orbiting the sun. Okay, when we're orbiting Duna, this should all clean up itself just fine. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and head back to our map really quick. We will close this. Hopefully this will correct the issues. Let's just do this. Yeah, so as I was saying, I would kind of like to know what you guys would like to see again in Kerbal Space Program this time. If you guys would like to see, if you guys don't mind the map screen, or if you'd like to see more of the technical stuff, fine. But I'm more into the actual fun stuff, you know? And because of that, I don't really want to show you guys boring crap. You know, we might actually be able to pull this off. If we do it just right, I don't even know if we'll be able to do it. Let's see. 630. We can get into orbit around Duna. Yeah, we can get into orbit around Duna. That's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to quick save just because I feel good quick saving. There shouldn't be any reason for us to have an issue other than that. There's Duna. There's Ike right behind my engine coupling. What is that? Engine bell? Yeah, the engine bell, excuse me, not the coupler. So yeah, if you guys would like to see more map stuff, if you guys don't mind the map stuff, if you'd like to see more meat, if you guys would like to see more missions, like me to cram as much mission in, like if you want me to skip the launch, if you want me to, I don't know about skipping the launch though, because in the Realz, something will blow up on the launch pad, and that's important to know. You know, stuff like that. If you guys want to see that stuff, tell me. Alright, we're going to have this up because we're actually going to cross our path at the same time we're going to start our burn. And so for that reason, we want to finish the mission and then start the burn, because after we finish the mission, we can do whatever we want with our little boat, can't we? Okay, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 as hours, and I guess we should watch Duna at night coming, because this is a very first for the Realz, and I'm starting to get that feeling again where I am not in awe as much as I once was. Duna, of course, will always be my favorite, no matter what, even though it's got dust storms that cause me havoc, but still. I won't complain. Alright, we're coming in. Alright, there's our millions of meters, or thousands of meters, or however many of meters. And as soon as that crosses over to the 155 marker... Why does it say our max periapsis is 23,000? Is that screwed up? Min periapsis 145. Max periapsis is 155. Where's our periapsis? Is our periapsis off? Oh crap, our periapsis is off. Okay. No idea how we're gonna cope with this, but I think I just screwed it up already. We'll just do this. We'll figure it out though. I know that wasn't wrong. What happened? Did I screw up our orbit? I should not record when I'm this zoned out, man. Alright, we'll check it out, though. We will check it out. Just as quick as we can. Because we might be able to head fake the game a little bit. Not really head fake the game, but... Alright, so, what is our how did that happen? How did that happen? That is not where we left it, was it? I know it wasn't where we left it. Oh, did my micro adjustment out there, with my turning around, screw it up? Is that what happened? Alright, so let's... We're gonna have to do some micro maneuvering. We don't need... Actually, we don't need to maneuver nodes right now. We have enough fuel to do this properly, which is great. But we're gonna have to do it properly and stupid all at the same time. Alright, so this is a recovery mission. Just to recover a mission. Come on, KB, think for 5 seconds. Yes, think. Okay. We want to slow down on the other side, which means speed up on this side, right? Right. So let's go ahead and we will orbit around Duna. Hi, Duna. Bye, Duna. You're looking so pretty, Duna. What happened to you, man? Did they give you another facelift? Should be paying more attention to that kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I think something weird went on because my burn was fine. Well, I wasn't looking at this. I was looking at this, but my burn over here said it was fine. Maybe I should have been paying more attention to that. Let's see. Time to apoapsis. That's what we're looking for. So it's going to take us 6 hours to get out there. Bye, Ike. Little buddy. Whoa. That was our apoapsis. Okay, we're a little off, but that's okay. So we want to do this. Super fun. Alright, so 153, right? Alright, now we need our max altitude to be less than 155. We need our max apoapsis to be over -1. Those two should be easy. So to do that, we want to do two things. One is we want to lock in our nose here. This is tough stuff. I'm going to quick save just so I can, do this while I'm thinking. And what we want to do is we want to come back down and not hit Ike. Hitting Ike would be bad. Go away, Ike. We love you, but go away. Oh, okay. Don't want to speed up too much. So yeah, we're going to kind of head fake the game a little bit, if only because I do not know what happened there. Honestly, I cannot tell you what happened there. Alright. Did we miss it? Really? Crap. Alright, well, we'll go around again, I guess. Yeah, it's going to take a few trips. I do apologize, guys. I don't know why my brain just is... I think it's the heat, honestly. I honestly think it's the heat because my brain is just melting. And honestly, it's just completely gone. Alright, so let's just go. Go, 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 go. Alright, let's try that again, but without all that fail that happened last time. Alright, now what we want to do... Actually, we should do this from here. We should be able to speed up, maybe? A little bit? I think we should be able to just speed up. No, that's the wrong way. Not towards the planet. We want to go opposite, but in the same direction? No. Come on, KB, you're losing it, man. 6. Alright, there we go. 3, and 2, and 1, and done. Okay. Promise, guys, I'm not crazy. I swear I know what I'm doing. I swear I know what I'm doing. I don't... These are the hazards of the Realz, I guess. Alright, so our lowest is 151, right? Oh, we can go all the way down to 145 if we wanted to. That gives us a little bit more time. That's good. Alright, so here we go. Coming down to 1876. That should give us what we want, right? So here goes the head fake, and I hope it works. Come on. Come on. Done. Alright, now what we should be able to do, I hope, is as we roll around the planet on the other side... Whew. Yeah, as we roll around on this side, slower roll. Okay. Should be able to do something awesome. Finish the mission! Yay! Okay, so we cheated. We didn't cheat. We corrected our flight issue. So now what we should be able to do is this. There it is. Back in orbit. I'm a bestie. Okay, so we're all bad people. It's important that we know this, but now we can do something cool with the Oddball 2. We can actually do something interesting with it. What should we do with the Oddball 2? Well, we could orbit Ike, but that's boring. We're already in a nearly... What kind of orbit are... Oh, wait, we're not even close. That's... Yeah, see, the game's acting weird. It tells me that I'm in an orbit, but then I'm not. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's just do this as much as we can. And we're going to do this inside the map screen, because it's just messing about. Let's see if we can get some kind of some kind of non-eccentric orbit going on here. And that's 148 by 189. 141 by 156, close enough for me. Alright, and then if we burn, I suppose, which way are we facing? We could burn sideways like that, or we could do an actual... And luckily Ike is actually on the planar. It's like right on the equator. and it's tidally locked. And those are 2 bonuses because we can do something cool like this. We can take this, we can add that, and we can go zzz. Now, of course, extends our orbit a little bit, but then we can just do so. Now we'll also muck up the orbit a little bit, I think. Nope. Nope. Perfect. Alright. So that is what we'll do next. We have a 421 meter per second burn. Duna, of course, being totally awesome as a planet to get in orbit around. Don't even know how I pulled that off, and I don't know why I'm spinning like this, because where we're going... Oh, here it is. It's like, where are we going? We're going here. Alright, so let us go here. It's 11 minutes from now. It's going to take 24 seconds to do the burn. Ah, wow, I'm just like so out of it. Brrr. So yeah, you guys got to see me screw up 3 or 4 times. That's not a rare occurrence, by the way. Alright, so here's our burn. And we're just going to go ahead and burn our way to a polar orbit, which would be great if we had a map sat on here. And that was one of the things, is I really wanted to get the map sat, like the ISA map sat, working, so that when we did missions like this, we would have the ability to map sat these things. But unfortunately, the map sat has not been upgraded to 0.20. And I don't think it will be anytime soon. The developer, like a lot of mod developers, you know, personal things come first. So you deal with what you deal. So we have what we have. So here we go. We are... Wow, Duna looks beastie. What did they do? Why do you look so beastie, Duna? What did they do to you? They like remapped it for 0.20 or something. I don't know. Oh, she's looking great though. Can't wait to come here with a Kerbal. Alright, so there was that. Not my finest hour, but you know what? It could have gone worse, and at least I didn't have to reload. Like I said, last time I'm going to mention that, but I really do feel like crap because of that. But so here's the Oddball 2, just orbiting around Duna. We finished our mission, and we're good to go. So before... actually, I think this is going to be the end of this particular video, because that's 2 missions, and that's about what we've been doing. And I think that... I know the first one took about a half an hour, so this one took about the same amount of time. We ended with 506,835 Kyros, so we're way in the green, or the black, whichever one you want to call it. Actually, we're in the very deep black. Ha ha ha, man. Anyway, so I'd like to thank you all for joining me, 4 kilobytes short, on this Let's Play of Kerbal Space Program and the Realz Test Edition, not live, simulation only. Reloading is okay. Ha ha ha. Wow, I really do feel like crap because of that. But I will see you guys next video.